Aquarius, how are you guys doing? I may sound a little bit raspy because I went and worked out the other day in the cold, in the rain for a boot camp, and I caught a cold. Makes sense, right? So just bear with me. I took a little cold medicine, so I may be a little bit loopy, but we're going to get this reading out. So, Aquarius for January 2019. January 2019, Aquarius. Let's see. One more time, Spirit. Aquarius 2019. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see what we got. Four of Wands. Some of y'all may be thinking about moving. Justice card. Some of y'all may not have a choice, but that could also be a marriage too. Let's see. Knight of Swords. Seven of Water. Could be some procrastination. Knight of Cups. Let's see. Page of Water. Ooh, a lot of emotions. The Star card. Some of y'all could be dealing with somebody who's getting married. Queen of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Let's see. The Empress. Ace of Cups. The Lovers. Ten of Cups. Some of y'all could be having a resurgence in your relationship. Seven of Pentacles. Let's see. The Strength card. Four of Pentacles. Some of y'all need to watch your money. The Hermit. Chariot, and we're going to do one more. The Magician. And I got to be nosy and see what's going on with the Magician. Okay, so let's start off with Four of Wands. Four of Wands, for some of you, could be getting a new house, getting stability, building your foundation. For some people, this could even be building a house from the ground up. This could also be a union. And with it next to the Justice card, this could be about marriage. So for some of you, this could be you getting married, or you could have somebody around you that's getting married. For whatever reason, y'all are in wedding planning mode. So if this is not you getting married, you could have a sister, a brother, a child, a friend that's very close to you that's getting married. And y'all are planning weddings, or y'all are trying to make wedding plans or whatever. I feel like there could be discussions about money about this. For some of you may have some worries that there's some financial obligation that's going to be coming in on you. Whatever it is, it seems to be minimum, but I feel like some of you could be putting some money to the side for a wedding or a union. And this is actually going and filing paperwork and going to the courthouse and, I do, you do, we do. So for some of you, this is not just moving in. It's not moving in. It's actually a marriage. Now, for a few of you, I feel like you want a marriage. So some of you may be dating somebody that you've been with for 2 years, 3 years, or whatever, and you're like, okay, we're playing house. When are we going to go ahead and do the paperwork? Because I keep hearing ultimatum. There's an ultimatum coming through for somebody. Won't apply to everybody, because some of y'all are engaged, or you're getting engaged, and the person is on their knee, and there's a wedding that's going to happen because two people want it. For some of y'all, this is either you being pushed into a marriage or you pushing somebody else into a marriage, because there is an ultimatum that's given. And with the Seven of Cups, this could be somebody taking too much time. Their head is in the clouds. They're procrastinating. They need to make a decision. It's like, are we going to do this? Or are we not going to do this? So for some of you, you may be tired this month with dealing with somebody. You thought Christmas you were going to get the ring. Then you were like, okay, New Year's, they're going to drop down on a knee and give me the ring. And now we're moving towards Valentine's Day. And you're like, where is the fucking ring? When is it coming? Why are you procrastinating? What are we doing? And this could be even vice versa. Somebody could be doing this to you too. Now, it is showing that with Page of Cups coming in, some of y'all know that this thing is moving towards marriage or moving towards that thing. You feel it. You're just kind of like, what's going on? Where's the procrastination at? So, somebody's like, okay, let's get it done. Let's get it done. And it is showing that it is coming, because with Knight of Cups, this could be a wedding proposal. This could be somebody saying, you know what, I got you. You thought I was going to propose to you all those goddamn holidays, and no, I'm going to wait till March or April when we're at a barbecue place eating, and I'm just going to pop the ring out. And you're going to be like, yeah, because you're going to be happy because you're waiting on this. For somebody, you've been having this conversation with somebody, and it's like, come on, let's get it going. But I do see with Knight of Swords, somebody could be trying to be really creative with the engagement, but it may be a little bit out of the box, maybe not what your vision is, or this could be you doing this to somebody else. So I would suggest getting with the family to kind of see what this person is in. Some of y'all have this weird sense of humor where you're thinking your proposal is going to be funny or taken a certain way because of this person's humor. But for some reason, the person that you're proposing to is a little bit more traditional when it comes to a proposal. So they might be all out the box with everything else. But when it comes to the proposal, they actually want bended knee and, you know, the whole follow through with it. So I would suggest, even if you're going to be very, very creative with this proposal, that you still kind of talk to the mother or the sister, you know, like, what are they into? You know, what are they trying? What are they, you know, what would be their ultimate proposal? Because believe it or not, some women have shared this with other women. You know, this is, I want to go to Italy and turn around in the sunset, and this guy's on his knees and he's crying and he's holding out the ring, and I'm like, yes. So check into that. Check into it. Now, for those that are giving an ultimatum and you're being pissy about it and you're in a funky mood, somebody is trying to, you know, come through. They're trying to come through. It takes a little while. You got to get your courage up. You know, this is major. This is lifetime stuff. You know, we can't just, you know, there's plans that need to be made. So you're dealing with somebody who may be going a little bit slower because they want it to be right for you. So be patient. Now, for those that are already married and you're not you're not looking at, you know, second marriages, some of y'all may. Some of y'all, Yoda, whoever it is not important. For some of y'all may actually have this resurgence in your relationship where it's like, oh, I'm looking at you and I'm falling in love again. And let's go ahead and renew our vows. You know, let's go ahead and do this. For some of you, you've been thinking about this, you know, maybe it's the 10-year mark, the 15-year mark, the 20-year mark. For some of y'all are thinking about, let's go ahead and do this. I love you. We're in this new phase in our relationship. And it's like falling in love all over again, feeling comfortable with each other. There's a lot of emotions. We got a lot of water cards. Even though there's procrastination in it, there's a lot of emotions. Somebody's going through some things. And then we got Ace of Cups, which is falling in love. Some of you may meet somebody brand new. The marriage thing may not even be on the page right now. But for some of you, you do have new love coming in this month. For a few of you, this is just like looking at somebody with new eyes and realizing, I love you. I still love you. I would marry you again type of love. So it is showing this that for some of y'all, yeah. Now for a few of you, you could be a second timer where you're meeting somebody and you're falling in love. This could be a woman who already has children and she's met somebody and it's like, I'm falling in love again. You know, let's see where it goes. I feel like there's some hesitancy with this, and I think it could be because this is a woman who may be divorced and is trying to start over again and maybe falling in love too quick with somebody. Be careful with that. Slow it down. I know those feelings though. You know, it's like, I gotta go with it. I gotta go with it. For some of you, you may have met somebody and felt like, oh wow, this was my connection, my soulmate, and you move things a little bit too quickly. There could be a pregnancy that comes out of something at the very beginning, which means like the first time you have sex, all of a sudden you're like, I'm pregnant. And the person is like, well, we've only been dating for like 2 months. So for some of you, don't be discouraged. If you meet somebody, things move too quick and there could be an unexpected pregnancy that comes out of this. And then there's some disappointment because this person may not be feeling that this relationship is solid to bring a child in. It won't apply to everybody, but for some of you, it will. There's some disappointment in a person that you thought you were in love with, because maybe things are moving too quick. This could be the beginning of something that's coming in too quick. But there's some disappointment because you don't know this person well enough. Take your time and get to know somebody. For some of y'all, you definitely fell in love too quick, maybe had some unprotected sex, and there could be an unplanned pregnancy that comes out of it. And this person may not want to stick around. And it's because it's new. I mean, you know, you play, you know what you're doing, but this person may not have any intention of, for some of y'all, I feel like somebody who didn't want to have children, or they already have children and they didn't want to add any more. Now, you play, you pay. So if you know you don't want to have any more children, you know what not to do. And if you're dealing with a man who, you know, says that they don't want to have any kids, but they're hitting it raw, you know, things happen. That's what adults do, right? So for some of you, you could be having some problems. You could be having some problems. Now, I do see, like I said, a lot of emotion coming out with Aquarius this year. Normally with air signs, we really don't emit a lot of emotions. We're very logical. Even if we are sensitive, a lot of us are not really touchy-feely and I want to be on top of you. But for some of you, you are going through this vibe where your heart is opening up. Your heart feels full. You feel connected to people this month in romantic and loving ways. So for some of you, if you've been kind of like assholes the last few months where it's like grumpy, you know, I see some people with depression. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Now you're in this phase where it's like, I'm all watery. I'm all, you know, I feel it. So some of you want to be in love. I feel for some of you, though, you're looking for a place to stay. And for some of you, you are going to find a place to stay. I feel that there's money issues. And I don't know about y'all, but when my money ain't right, my love life ain't right, my heart can't engage, my vagina can't engage because my money ain't right. But for some of you, even though your money is not right, some of y'all you can't afford to find a place, or you're having trouble finding a place that you can afford, or the money's not there. Some of you may be looking for a job because it's showing that you're budgeting to the penny. You're holding on to the penny. Some of you may have actually moved in with somebody that you just started dating or you felt like you were in love with, but there's disappointment because this is not really a true relationship. This person could be trying to help you out. This could be vice versa. Some of you may be letting somebody come stay in your house because they need help, because you're caring for them. This could be a friend. This could be romantic, but you could open your door up to somebody. But there's disappointment. Either this person is going through some type of disappointment, or you're going to be disappointed in the person. Some of you could be a divorced person, male or female, that needs some help. And there's a lot of disappointment because your money is not right. It's like, what is going on? I'm trying to start over. I'm trying to get my foundation, but I don't have the finances. Now, the good thing about it is for a lot of you, I do see it's unnecessary worry. With Seven of Pentacles, this is about planting seed, and it means that things are going to come through. You're strong enough to get through this, but here's the thing. For some of you, you may have to pull away from no-nonsense stuff, things that are distracting you. If your money's not right and you're trying to be in love and everything else, and you're dealing with somebody who may have feelings for you, but it's not moving quick enough. Some of you may need to step back from that and say, you know what? I'm going to just focus on getting my money right because I planted some seeds, so let me work a little bit harder. So for some of you, you're going to pull away from some people because you feel like you need to. Now, I do see you want stability. So for some of you, it could be an issue where you really are trying to find some type of stability. A house, a home, an apartment, something where you need to live. Some of you are trying to make a decision about where to go. And maybe you have a lot of options. Maybe you have somebody who's offering to let you stay with them, or you're waiting for a house to come open, or you're looking at a lot of property because you're trying to find the right place for you. You want stability. And it is showing for some of you that you will get it, because with Three of Pentacles, this could be going in for an interview and being seen for your skills. Somebody might even say, take some classes or something like that. Get your skills up, come back in. We have a job for you. So for some of you, this could be going back to school. And I do feel for a lot of you, maybe that is what you need. Because you may have been in some type of schooling and education and you stopped it. And it was supposed to be a temporary stop. This could be something where you're trying to get your finances back together so that you can go back to school. But for some of you, you need to continue your education because it will open the door for your money. The budget is really, really tight right now. And I can completely get that with a lot of you because it's showing that you're holding on to your money really tight. You could also be dealing with somebody in this love relationship too that is holding on to their feelings really, really tight. Maybe not expressing how they feel. So when it comes to love and money, this could be you holding on to your money or your emotions tight, or somebody else doing this towards you. The Star card is coming in, which after all that is a positive card. If you're looking for a job, you're going to find something. If you're looking for a place to live, you're going to find something. Like Spirit is saying with 7 of Pentacles, this is temporary. This is not something that's going to last. It's a little bit hard right now for some people because of the finances. But it is showing that you're moving towards stability. So for some people, this is getting married and getting their stability, building their happy home, the husband, the wife, the wife, the wife, the husband, and a child. Stability coming in, making a decision. This is what I'm going to do. For some of you, you want a partnership. So you're moving towards something. There are decisions to be made, though. This could be between people, or you could be dealing with a partner who has multiple people that they're trying to decide. Do I really want to go into this partnership with this person, or do I want to go in a partnership with somebody else? So for some of you, we're going to have marriage, making a commitment, knowing this is who you want to be with. For a few of you, this is a resurgence of love, being married and looking at your partner and going, oh, I still love you. For some of you, this is meeting somebody that you feel like you're falling in love with, but you may be moving too quick. You may be moving too fast. You're trying to turn it into something too fast, and this person may not be completely sure that they want to be with you because they have options. And this could be vice versa. This could be somebody doing this to you too. I like you, let's date, but I don't want to get a house with you. I don't want to get an apartment with you. For some of you, you could be getting a new vehicle. Chariot was in reverse at first when it flipped out. So this could be car problems, things going on with your car. If you're driving long distance, if you're having issues with your car, go ahead and get it checked out. For a few of you, I definitely see that you're manifesting, or you will be manifesting a vehicle, which means you're going to be praying for something to come through. Please, 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 God, let me get a new car. Let me get my car repaired. And it is showing that you do have the power of manifestation. A lot of air signs do. Very, very strong with it. So for some of you, you're definitely going to be looking into getting a new car. Even if you don't feel like you have the money for it, it looks like you're going to try to manifest it. Even the opportunity. Somebody may come to you and say, I have an old car you can use. But I do see for some of you, you may have some car repairs this month that you have to deal with. And they could be kind of serious, because if you're looking at getting another vehicle, and I keep hearing new, some of you definitely, your car is on its last leg. And I know how that is, because nobody wants to have a car note. Nobody wants to have to go, get another car. But for some of you, you may not have a choice. You may have to go ahead and get a new vehicle. I do see for some of you that you're going to kind of pull away from distractions. So for those that are in love and they're happy and they're married and all that stuff like that, I wouldn't say that's a distraction. I feel like you're going on your path with the Star card showing you're on your right path. You're happy. There's happiness. There's a lot of Aquarius that got their shit together. Let's get married. Let's get the house. Let's get the apartment. We're going to have the baby in 2.5 years. We get in the minivan. The plan is already set. You're going that way. And Spirit is saying you're on the right path with the Star card. For a few of you, you're definitely going to be struggling with finances, some money. Some of you are trying to find a job. Some of you are having a hard time finding a place to live that you can afford because of your money, because your budget is tight. And some of you are trying to make a love connection because you want help. You need help. Not saying that this is codependent, but for some of y'all, it could be connecting with people because you feel like you need them. Won't apply to everybody. But for some of you, be careful that you're not. I mean, I know how it is. You need a couch, you need a place to stay. So for some of you, you may be pushing a new romance quicker so that you can get into a place where it's like, can I just live with you? Be really careful with that because this person has options. They haven't completely decided if you're the one. There's decisions that need to be made about a partnership. I do see, though, if you're struggling, you're going to come into your own. This could be with somebody who helps you, but you might not actually end up living with this person, or you could. But it is somebody who feels like, I'm going to come through and try to help you. They may not be the marriage person, though, yet. This could be somebody just comes in and says, you know what, I'll walk this path with you for a little bit. I'll loan you some money. I'll even let you come stay with me. I'll help you out. But we may not be a forever thing because I don't think the person wants to get married, or at least right now they don't want to. For some of y'all, this is because it's new. It's new. It's falling in love. Even though for some of you, if you're married, I feel like this is a resurgence. For people that are new in a relationship, I feel like it's something that is just really, really too new. The person doesn't want to take it that fast. So we got 3 different love scenarios here. People in love getting married. We got people that are been married that are falling in love again. Then we got new people that are falling into love, but maybe the relationship is going too quick. Some of you definitely are going to pull back from distractions because you need to work on you. You need to get your shit together. And for some of you, you can't even go into the love situation because your shit isn't together. You're pulling away from people. I don't have time for you. I don't have time to do this. I need to get my money up. I need to get recognized. I need to get my shit together. And you will. Your hard work is going to pay off. The star card is saying eventually you're going to be on this path if you're not already on it. Of course, we Aquarius are in different cycles all the way across the board. Some of you are coming into that cycle where you're meeting somebody that may lead to marriage, but you're not there yet. You're trying to just get yourself together. So don't beat yourself up if you're not there yet. Focus. With Aquarius, I see a lot of y'all you're just kind of, your Achilles heel is procrastination. You're floating. You're living in dream worlds. It's like, okay, you got to come out sometimes and make shit happen. You know, for a lot of people, this could be, I need to look for a job, but I'm going to play the video game. I need to look for a job, but I'm going to go do something that I want to do that may not necessarily have to do with finding a job. You're procrastinating. I know I need to get my car fixed, but I don't have the money right now, or I don't feel like dealing with it. You may end up having to get a new car because you're procrastinating. For some of y'all, this is going to be your Achilles heel for the whole year. So you got to get out of it. You definitely got to get out of this procrastination thing. If there's something that needs to be done, you need to go ahead and do it before it turns worse. If you're waiting to propose to somebody, the person is thinking you don't want to marry them. They might end up going off with somebody else. If you're waiting to get this car fixed, you might end up into a bigger repair job. If you're waiting to find a job, some of y'all are you're on the verge of being homeless. So there's this thing about focus. And for some of you, I feel like there needs to be some type of medication. Not with everybody, but for some people, I feel like there's some type of attention deficit disorder because it's a cycle. It's like you get on your feet, you get distracted, and then everything falls apart. You get on your feet, you get distracted, everything falls apart. So for some of you, this definitely is some type of disorder that may need to be, or imbalance that may need to be medicated. This could be a chemical imbalance. Not for everybody, but for some people. And if it applies and you know that it talks to you, then it's for you. The good thing about it is with the star card, it does show positivity. So for those that are struggling, you won't be struggling forever. You actually are going to get on your feet. It's going to take you a little while because you're focused, but you're going to get there. You're strong. You got to use your strength. Don't feel like you have to be codependent on people. That could be your lesson. Stop feeling like you need somebody else to take care of you or build you up. Stand on your feet. Be the leader in a situation. For some people, I think for a lot of Aquarius too, even though you're very highly intelligent people, Sometimes it's easier to defer to somebody else and let them just take over so you can dream, so you can enjoy your fantasy, your world. And that's not a bad thing if you find the right partner. It's actually a good thing. I've seen a lot of Aquarius with the right partner that allows them to do this, and it makes them happy and their partner is happy. So it's not a bad thing. It's a bad thing when you kind of start putting off things that have to be done because you want to float and do some other stuff. Procrastination is your Achilles heel, Aquarius. You got to get past that this year if you can. I struggle with it too. I'm an air sign. I'm a Libra, so I know it's hard. It's hard. In fact, I got bills to pay today. I don't need to be even doing these goddamn videos. I need to pay my bills, but I'm going to do it just because I said it now. All right, Aquarius? I love you guys.